Hello students, good morning student. Now your accounts class, we started one chapter from your account book. Chapter number 6, issue of shares, topic issue of shares for cash, issue of shares at a premium. So previously in my previous lecture, I discussed with you calls in arrears, calls in advance, disclosure of balance sheet and all such topics. Now my today's topic is very important topic from practical viewpoint. So students, be careful and understand it properly. First of all, see share in India. On the Bombay Stock Exchange, which is the oldest stock exchange in the country, there are approximately 5,000 companies listed, and this is the highest number of companies. Under Bombay Stock Exchange, 5,000 companies listed, and listed means registered for the sale and purchase of shares. Market capitalization of BSE listed companies in crores given to you. See security code, security name, market capitalization. Number 1 company here is Reliance Industry, and see in crores 7,29,050.55 crore market capitalization of Reliance Industry under BSE. Next, Tata Consultancy, see 6,50,832.37 crore. Next company here is Hindustan Unilever Limited, 5,38,992.08 crore. And the next company, HDFC Bank Limited, 4,73,454.37. Now see, the next point here is why listing required. Objective of listing under any stock exchange like BSE, NSE, number 1 is to provide the liquidity to the securities. Liquidity which can be easily converted into cash. So for more liquidity, it is required to provide a mechanism for effective control and supervision of trade. Trade means sale and purchase. For more better supervision of sale and purchase under BSE or NSE, listing required of the companies. To mobilize the saving of economic development. For like see, savings mobilized, proper use of investment, money, funds for economic development, it is required. To provide free negotiability to stocks, negotiability legally and freely transferred. You can freely transfer with the help of Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange. Ability to raise the further capital. You can also raise the further capital in the company if you want to raise. And your topic in your book, page number 6.16 till 6.20. Now, key terms I'm going to cover under this topic: issue of shares for cash, application money, allotment money, first call, second call, issue of shares at par. So, students, see your book first of all, page number 6.16, issue of shares. So here issue of shares, one for cash and next one for consideration other than cash. For consideration other than cash, when the shareholder not pay the any cash amount, only in kind like assets, any property, papers, etc. So number 1 point here is issue of shares for cash. Now see, shares are said to be issued for cash when the company receives amount against shares issued by company or any other banking instrument. Like first of all, see, company invited the public for subscription of shares and shareholders subscribed, and firstly after application, when shareholder pay the first money, application money in the form of cash is considered as for cash. The amount of share may be payable either in lump sum along with the application or in installments. So see, first of all, rupees 10 per share. Sometimes shareholder pay all amount, like see 2000 share here, 2000 multiplied 10, here is 20,000 fully lump sum amount paid, and in some cases like 10 rupees divided into installment, firstly rupees 3, then 2, again 2, again 3. So this one is your installment method. Next, these shares may be issued at par. These shares may be issued at par or at a premium. See students, issue of shares at par, at premium. At par means at face value. If rupees 10 is your face value of the share, then 10 is the price of the share here. And at premium, above the face value. Like suppose here 10 rupees face value of the share plus 3 extra charges because of the goodwill of the company, and the shareholders are ready to pay because of the higher dividend, higher profits. So here 13 rupees. Adding premium. So see your book again, page number 6.16. Here for cash, for consideration other than cash, and we are on the point issue of shares for cash. And issue of shares, two types, at par, at premium. And what is the criteria followed? First of all, company issued the shares and public applied for the shares at the time of application. Public pays the amount in the form of application money. So this one is your first step when company receive application. Clear? Now the next step. So here company's choice to accept or to reject the shares. So whenever the company accepted the shares, here this one is your second step, and company demanded allotment money. In third case, company demanded, this one your third step, company demanded first call. Now how many calls? It depend upon the company to company. So like suppose here 2 calls only. So second and final call. This one is your fourth step. Step by step, first of all application money, then allotment money, then first call, and then second call. And your lump sum case is when no any installment, only full-fledged amount of rupees 10 paid at the time of application only. Then no these calls. Allotment only at the time of application. Okay. So see, we are on the point when issue price of shares in lump sum accounting treatment. First entry for receiving share application money. When company receive application money, first journal entry, you know how to pass the journal entries. Your +1 chapter, 11th class accounting chapter, journal entries, you know. So first one is for receiving share application. Here also same 3 rules applicable. Number 1, personal account. Yes, everyone knows now, personal, real and nominal. Personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver, and nominal, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. And third one is your real account, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Now see, after considering all 3 rules of +1, see, first point is for receiving share application money. Now here the first point is your for receiving share application money. How to pass the journal entry here? Received, company here received application. If company received, it means money comes in, cash comes in, or if by check, then bank. Okay, comes in na cash. So here what comes in? Here rule applicable, real. What comes in? Cash comes in. Okay, check comes in. So that's why rule real account, and under real account rule debit what comes in. So here entry is bank account debited. Why bank account debited? Rule applicable, real account debit what comes in. Okay, now why to share application account credited here? Here rule applicable, nominal account. Okay, debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. Your income is application, so that's why to here credited. Share application account credited. Here rule applicable, nominal account, credit all incomes and gains. Your first entry is bank account debited to share application account, and share application only in case of installment in lump sum, right? Share application allotment account, both, because at the time of application allotment, no any other installment. So second entry, see your book again, for allotment of shares. And in allotment, firstly accepted. Firstly, you paid the application money, company accepted, allotted you shares. Now it's company's responsibility to transfer your application money to share capital account of the company. So see second entry, for allotment of share. Again here rule applicable. So here the company going to transfer the amount of application money to which account? Share capital account of the company. This one is your transfer entry. So see students, when issue price of shares payable in installment. Shares when issued and total issue price not payable along with the application is payable in more than one installment. They are said to have been issued in installment. First installment is payable along with the application is termed as application money. Application money is transferred to share capital account on allotment of first call and acceptance of share application account. Second installment is called by the company at the time of allotment is termed as allotment money. So it means that firstly, whenever company issued shares, first of all, whenever public applied for the shares, applied with the application money. Okay student, your first installment of application money, and after that your second amount whenever company accept your application, that is your next payment allotment money. Okay, your next installment is of allotment money. So after this, after allotment of shares, remaining part of amount due on shares when called for payment, it is termed as call money. After accepting allotment money, the third payment installment payment is your calls, like first call, like in fourth installment, second call, fifth, like see, final call. So it depends on the company, how many calls. The calls money may be collected in one or more installment. If one call is made, then it is termed as first and final call in place of first call, and otherwise the word final is added to the last installment. So here, if only one installment, then first and final call. If two installments, then second and final call. If third, then third and final call, final. Okay. So see the next journal entries here. Transaction, journal entry, amount. First, on receipt of money. When you are going to receive the application money, same in case of lump sum also. See, bank account to share application, amount received with the application. Now the next, transfer. On allotment of shares, when company decided and accepted your application, shares application money is transferred to share capital. So share application to share capital account. Application money on shares allotted. Both entries same as in case of lump sum. The new entry here is third entry, amount due on allotment. Now here your amount due, not yet paid. Amount due is share allotment account debited to share capital account. So amount due on share allotment, like suppose here your number of shares 1000 and your allotment rupees 3. So total 30,000. 30,000. Your this amount in this column. On receipt of allotment money. So firstly see here, due, after due, next when you receive the money. When you receive, what comes in? Cash comes. So bank account debited to through share allotment. So to share allotment account, amount received on allotment. Received entry done. Next one is on first call being due. Again due entry firstly. So share application. Likewise in case of share allotment to share capital, share first call to share capital account, your amount payable not paid, payable on first call. And the next entry, when finally you receive the first call, bank account debited to share first call, like you received the amount, so cash comes in. So here debited, bank account debited to share first call, amount received on first call. Now see students, here table is also provided to you. According to the table F of the Companies Act 2013, the amount of one call should not be more than 25% of face value of the share. So what it means, the amount of one call, your one call is not more than 25%, like suppose of your face value is ₹10. Okay, so there should be an interval of 1 month between two calls, like first call is on April, so 1 month difference required. Your next call you are going to demand on May 1. Okay, however the company may override these clauses of table F in its article of association. Now the next part is terms of issue of shares. Now the terms of issue of shares. The shares of the company may be issued at par, at premium. Both places, like at par rupees, if nominal face value ₹10, then 10 rupees. And at premium when you added ₹3 as a goodwill of the company, total ₹13, your 3 rupees premium and 10 rupees face value. So let us discuss the accounting treatment of issue of shares in the above cases. Issue of shares at premium. Issue of shares at premium means that issue price of the share is same as a nominal face value. So for example, see, issue price and nominal face value of ₹10 means your issue price ₹10 and then your par value is also ₹10. No any change. Okay. Issue of shares at par. Staples Limited invited application for 1 lakh equity share, 1 lakh shares of ₹10 each. The amount is payable. Now this one is your not lump sum case, your installment case. 3 on application, 4 on allotment, and balance when called. So the issue was subscribed and calls were made and received. Pass the journal entries for the above in the books of company and show the balance sheet. Now see students, first of all you know that journal, date, particulars, ledger folio, debit side, credit side. Okay. Now the point here is number of shares 1 lakh, ₹10 face value. Firstly applied and application money received. Now tell me what is the first journal entry. Your first journal entry is bank account debited to share application account. So see here, date not given, so date of receipt here written. Bank account, what comes in? Cash comes in, na? Bank account debited to share application. Now bank account, total number of shares 1 lakh multiply ₹3. 3 lakh total amount here, see, 3 lakh. And which money? Share application money. 2 share application money. So here 3 lakh credited. Date of allotment. Now at the time of allotment, your application money when transferred to share capital account. So see students, share application account to share capital account. Now your application money of 3 lakh here transferred to share capital account of the company. See, being the transfer application money on 1 lakh shares on allotment to share capital account. Now the next entry, share allotment entry, due entry. The third entry is your due, not yet paid. So share allotment account debited to share capital. Amount is C, 4 rupees on allotment. So 1 lakh multiply 4 is equal to 4 lakh, 4 lakh. Okay. The next one is date of receipt, when finally you received the application. So here you received bank account. What comes in? Cash comes in, bank account debited to, with the help of share allotment account. You received share allotment account. So that's why credited. So here 4 lakh, 4 lakh being the allotment money received. Now see the balance sheet. You know, balance sheet, equity and liabilities, main head, sub head, shareholder funds, then element, share capital, and then assets, current asset, cash and cash equivalent. Now see students, here cash and cash equivalents written. You receive 2 times cash, 1 time at the time of application, 1 time at the time of allotment. So at the time of application you received 3 lakh, and at the time of allotment you received rupees 4 lakh. Now total here you received 4 plus 3, 7 lakh. Here written 7 lakh. Clear? 7 lakh you received. Now the point here is share capital account. See notes to accounts. Authorized capital, here written 1 lakh is your authorized capital. No, authorized capital not given to you, so blank. Issued capital 1 lakh, equity shares 10 face value, so total here is 10 lakh written. After that, subscribed but not fully paid because second call not yet demanded, called by the company. So 1 lakh equity shares 10, 7 only called. Why 7 only called? Here see, rupees 3 at the time of application and rupees 4 at the time of allotment, total 7 rupees. So 1 lakh multiply 7 here, 7 lakh. And the last cash and cash equivalents, cash at bank already calculated 7 lakh. So transfer firstly share capital 7 lakh here, main account 7 lakh, share capital written. So this one is your balance sheet prepared. When cash book is required to be prepared, cash and bank transactions are recorded in the cash book. No need to maintain separately journal entries. Non-cash transactions are recorded in the journal proper. Now, see your homework, student. Question: what is meant by allotment? Can the first call allotment be made without raising the minimum subscription? What is meant by call money? Solve the sum back exercise practical problem 4 till 7 plus related illustration. And also student must watch these videos, links referred, for more better understanding of this topic. Thank you.